Everyone, and a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us on the program. Now, there are over 160,000 cases of COVID-19 in Africa as the continent as the virus continues to spread on the continent. Government and institutions rally round to stop its spread and potential damage to a continent with fragile health systems. The latest action in this regard is that of Facebook and the International Red Cross and the Red Crescent movement. Today, they launch #AfricaTogether, a digital awareness campaign to include performances by artists such as Ayo, Femi Kuti, Fegola, Salatiel, Serge Benaud, Youssou N'Dour, among others, as well as prevention messages developed with health experts from the Red Cross and the Red Crescent. They simultaneously target Facebook users in 48 countries across sub-Saharan Africa. The event will be streamed on Facebook Live, presented in English today by Nigerian popular actor and comedian Basket Mouth, and in French tomorrow by media personality Claudie Sia. With us now to talk more about this is Alimatu Amadou, spokesperson for the ICRC. Alimatu, a warm welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. So you've become another of the institutions taking the COVID-19 fight online. #AfricaTogether is what you call it. And that kicks off today. So first off, how are your communities reacting to this?
Bonjour, merci pour l'invitation. Nos communautés réagissent.
Hello, thank you very much for the invitation. Our communities are responding very well. We have created the Africa Together digital campaign, and today we have more than 20,000 people who have shown their interest in the campaign. We are very happy to see this enthusiasm, and we hope in any case to be able to encourage people to adhere to advice and respect the barrier gestures which can save lives.
Interesting. Now, there is a theory that, there's some people who hold this notion that this whole COVID-19 thing is being orchestrated and is not real and is not as huge, perhaps, as the world sees it. How are you going to tackle such minds, people who hold such views?
C'est aujourd'hui ce que nous essayons de faire avec cette campagne digitale.
Well, today is what we are trying to do with this digital campaign. The COVID-19 pandemic has no borders, just like music. So today we use music as a powerful vector to continue spreading these messages and convincing people. And I'd like to remind you that this campaign is only part of the work that is done by volunteers of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent movement. Since today, we have over 1.5 million volunteers who are on the ground. It is people like you and me who give their time, and it is such people who spend a lot of time in areas which are sometimes risky. I speak of camps for displaced persons or camps of refugees in Burkina Faso, in Libya, in Mali, and also volunteers who work in urban areas like in Dhaka and as well as in prisons.
And very important to have all of these volunteers and the measures in place. As of today, over 160,000 cases, nearly 5,000 deaths of COVID-19 on the continent. What is your take on Africa's preparedness generally against COVID-19 now that the predicted storm seems to be passing?
Peut-être.
Perhaps that is the question. Today, there is no certainty. The pandemic is not yet over. There continues to be cases in Senegal and lately in Kenya, and that is why vigilance remains the order of the day. African states, should be recalled, have been very well prepared. They have reacted very well. Many measures have been taken, but today, states are starting to get confused. Today, movement by people has resumed in certain cities, but again, let's not forget barrier gestures. You have to wash your hands, wear your masks, and respect social distance.
Continuons à nous laver les mains, porter le masque et respectons les distances sociales.
Let us talk about the cost of internet access now. For many on the continent, it's really expensive, and this campaign can have little impact if targets have trouble connecting. This could prevent some from participating in this hashtag Africa Together, won't it?
À la question, à votre commentaire de dire que les populations ne sont pas
Well,
très connectées.
on the fact that
Moi,
populations
j'ai en
are
tout
not
cas,
very
un
connected to the
exemple à
internet, I
partager.
have an example to
Il y a
share.
pas longtemps de
A long
cela,
time
j'étais
ago, I
dans un
was
camp
in a refugee camp in
de réfugiés
Mauritania.
en
I
Mauritanie,
was
et
quite
j'étais assez étonnée de
astonished
voir
to see that
des
refugees
réfugiés
are
se
connected on
connectaient
Facebook.
sur Facebook, et
It
c'était
was
un
one
de
of
leurs
their
moyens
means
de
of
communication.
communication.
Je pense
So I
qu'aujourd'hui, il ne faut
think
pas
today we
négliger
must not overlook the
la part
important
importante
part
qu'a
that Facebook
Facebook
has in the lives of
dans la
people,
vie des gens,
and
et surtout
especially
dans un moment
in
où on s'est
these
tous
moments
retrouvés
when we all find
bloqués à la
ourselves
maison.
blocked at home.
Cet outil a
This is
vraiment pris une
why
très grande
this
place, et c'est
tool,
pourquoi
after a
aujourd'hui
very
nous
large
utilisons
place,
aussi cet outil pour passer ces messages
this
de
is why
prévention.
today we
Mais nous
use it to
continuons
pass
de part et
these
d'autre
prevention
aussi
messages,
à
but we also continue to
nous
work
déplacer
in
dans les villages,
villages and
et
also
aussi à utiliser
use
la radio comme
radio
moyen de
stations to
communication pour
convey these
véhiculer ces
prevention
messages de prévention qui
messages
peuvent sauver
that
des vies.
can save lives.
Halimatu, I'd like to thank you very much for sharing about your work with hashtag Africa Together, which kicks off today. Thank you very much for joining us on the program, and best wishes on the project. Thank you. Halimatu Amadou speaking to us there from Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. She's the spokesperson for the ICRC. If you're just joining us, you're watching The Morning Call coming to you live from our studios in Pointe-Noire, the Republic of Congo. We have other news making headlines across the continent right next.